Okay, I guess we're doing this one in two parts. I'm going to go back here. We're going to enter the bathroom. Here we've got that tub. I pointed out the tile work around it. As you recall, I noticed that good-looking guy in the mirror. How you doing? And now we'll take a look again at the countertop here. Okay, large mirrors, light fixtures. I mean, the stuff is good quality in here. It is. It's an older style. I mean, those cabinets are not, fancy like what would be made these days. These are old, plain, painted cabinets on it. The counterwork is those kind of 4-inch square tiles. These ones are kind of a lime green. Okay, they've been well maintained. Even the grout is good on them. So, these types of faucets and handles are old. What's that? It's a Delta on that there. But they obviously did not buy the cheap products when they put this stuff in, because it all looks like it's still working, still in excellent shape. That toilet's a newer toilet, so that's been changed out sometime in the not too distant future. We've got air conditioning vents up here that are kind of an old school style of air conditioning vent. But in these vintage homes, in the 1950s homes, you might want to keep some of this stuff to work with. I am noticing a newer type of tile done throughout the home, but then a lot of places we have carpeting. Now this carpeting is a nice quality that's in here. What we walked over, that kind of medium length shag, in there, I'll tell you, it's looking a little more worn on that there. And there is a very faint smell of, I don't know if it's cat or small dog. It's not enough to really be an irritant, but you'd probably, as you took this carpeting out and repainted, you would see that disappear, because it's very, very faint right now, but I do need to disclose that. A nicer group of cabinets here. This looks like something that was custom made just for this house, okay, and in more recent history. On that there, we have I believe that's a king-size bed. Okay, that's there. Even some of the artwork is okay. I mean, I don't know if it's all exactly my style, but not there. Here's something worth noting. Look at the view from this bedroom. Okay, now we are looking at the neighbor's house there, but over the top of the neighbor's house, and maybe if I move more this way here, the mountains, the palm trees in the distance. So, honestly, I see some nice things. I would have rather have done a row of bushes or something out across the front of the yard rather than this tree on the left, and grow them to a height where I'm not looking at the neighbor's house, but I'm seeing the mountains and stuff in the distance. To me, that would have been a more pleasing view. But what I'm really trying to show here is that there's some good bones to work with. Okay, it's not like there's no view. It's not like these rooms are small. I mean, this has some real potential, and in the meantime, it'd be a great place to come down to and just use. Okay, now this was probably originally the master bedroom that we're in right now. Again, we've got this kind of better grade of carpet. I think this is a type of Berber or something. As I'm looking at it, I'm not sure what this is called, but I know this ain't the cheap stuff. Okay, out the back here, we're looking into a portion of the backyard that's a little less landscaped, but still not bad. It's just more of a natural type where the weeds are kept back and you let type of wood, trees, and that's a lantana. I think that's what that is, that purple plant there on it. Anyways, you have that. Out the master bedroom sliders. Okay, you are looking at the pool here, so that's kind of pleasant over there. You've got very nice shades that can drop down here, so if you prefer that. The windows and sliders are all single pane, okay, but they're really heavy duty and they really work well still. So, again, doesn't have to be changed right now, but you'll probably want to. There's a great angle of the pool, so if you were the type that wanted to wake up and go for a swim in the morning, a lovely way to do it. Right outside your sliders, you also have a retractable awning over here, so if you want to have yourself a little chair out here or give yourself a little extra shade in the summer, you could do that. Okay, we have two big closet sliding doors here that probably at least 10, maybe 12 feet of closet there. That's a good size. Over here, as we come into the master bath, it is a single room. I wish there was a separate enclosed area for the toilet. It could probably be done in here if you wanted to reconfigure this. And it's only a single sink, okay? Still, look how nice the tile work is. Older cabinets. The shower is done with this kind of glass block. It seems almost like this home is a mix of Southwest and modernism. Very clean. They've got strips on the bottom there to keep you from slipping. But very usable. I'm not seeing a bit of rust. I don't see water stains. I don't see anything like that. Back to the master bedroom, backing out of there. So we've seen 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. We walked down through here. We've got, oh, by the way, this would be your linen closet, I'm sure. Yep. You see some sheets and stuff in there. Okay, we've been through the dining room area. We've been through the living room area. Okay, so 2/3 of the house, okay, roughly is what I'm trying to go for. We're going to go through the kitchen now, okay. I recognize this style of cabinets as being a bit old, but I'll tell you, the hinges on these are excellent. Okay, the quality of these here are nice cabinets. So while you'll probably end up modernizing, and I do appreciate them having a gas there for the burners, and it's an electric stove. Okay, so, but I know some people like to do double Dutch ovens today. You've got plenty of room to do it. You might need to do some reconfiguration. You've got extra cabinets over here. If you wanted to open this up more, this wall and this wall, so quite a bit down. Somehow it could be opened up to probably right around here somewhere. Back a little bit. Could be opened up to about there. Okay, so looking just to the left of the stove, those can be reconfigured over to this side here, or with these cabinets, you've got this space behind you to work with, some cabinets over there. You're looking out to a great view. So from the kitchen, you're either going from the sink, looking out this way, you know, more of a city view, although you do catch a little bit of mountains right through there. Over here to the left, a great backyard view. Okay, and again, looking at a mountain off in the distance. So I think it's workable, okay, on this here. And again, everything seems to work, so you wouldn't have to rush to do it. Now we're going into the laundry room. I couldn't find the light switch for the laundry room. There is a light in here, and it's probably in a very obvious place that I'm just missing. But we have several, a level of cabinets above and below right here. So you have some room to fold on. Here they've got, are these Samsungs? No, these are Kenmores. Okay, front load machines, but they're both on their stands. So you give them that extra height. That makes it a lot easier to load into it. You also got the top of them, so if you need somewhere to put a laundry basket to work with. Over here, now this area, I believe, from this doorway, and we might even be able to say from where it's right here, seeing the switch in color, I'm wondering if this whole area was added on. Now, this is a bathroom, okay, in here, obviously. Nice fixtures, okay. The shower, again, everything is exceptionally clean. I mean, these people must have had maids in all the time, okay, to look at this and to keep it at this level. Like I say, the grouts really a little bit there on the bottom. I can see the grouts down there cracking. This is the only shower or bath that I've seen that on. They do have good tile through this whole thing, so that's helped to maintain the cleanliness. I kind of like that round, whatever that is, art over there. Almost looks like an Aztec something or other. But anyways, that's just me talking. This room here, to me, this feels like the original carport or garage that was done on the home. With that slight angling of the roof line. Okay, now we do have a couple of vents over here, but they might have been added in. Maybe this was here originally, and I'm just, you know, talking without what I know, because I'm just guessing, okay, at this here. They've set it up as obviously like an office and den with the couches here. Another nice, comfortable place to sit back if you're a reader. Try to give you a wide angle here. Got like a card table size table there that you can eat snacks on, or do a jigsaw puzzle, play a game of Yahtzee, whatever it is that you like. And some vintage stuff. I'm looking at that radio up here. Now, maybe they staged this just a little bit, but this home looks like it was lived in. We're pretty near the same quality, but perhaps they've streamlined it a little bit. See, there's a closet right there. You can see me in it. Hey, nice to see you again. So this could be a bedroom, okay, with its own bath. Somebody could have their own wing over here. That's why this home rates as a 3-bedroom. 3-bedroom, 3-bath. But anyway, so there you go. You've seen it. Okay, with this here, let's walk back now. Okay, we're going to go back through the laundry, back through the kitchen. I do like the idea of opening up this kitchen here. To me, that could really be a nice feature. And let's go look at the backyard. Okay, we're running a little long on our time here. I like the pool. I like a rectangle-shaped pool, and this has it. It's not a super deep pool. I don't know if you can see that, but it's probably only 5 or 6 feet deep. Okay, there. So it's still, you can jump in, but it's you don't have to worry about your kids so much. Jacuzzi's a decent size here. I can see multiple jets in there. We've got nice landscaping around the edge of the pool here. The brick is still in good shape if you just want to keep it as it is. People who want to go with a more modern touch are probably going to put some sort of stamped or polished concrete around here. Okay, but you don't have to destroy the pool and redo everything. Even the plaster on the pool is in good shape. I mean, you might, if you redid it, you might redo the tile and not much more. Around the yard itself, let's go ahead and do that. And I'll tell you, another reason why I think this is an add-on, I'm looking at the roof line. That doesn't match up exactly there. To me, that looks like something that might have been added on here. This is another small section of add-on, creating an overhang. That's a different one, but you do have a step down as we go that way. But this kind of wood fascia on these walls is not the same as the stucco plaster that's done over on these. Okay? So I'm seeing the difference between those walls, and that kind of separates right there. Right behind that door is the hallway where we had the bathroom on one side and then the laundry room on the other, if you remember while we were over there. Anyways, let's go over here. This direction here, we're going to walk past the master bedroom or den. You've got a nice Stonehenge type little fountain here, giving you a little white background noise. I can hear a bird chirping nearby. I'm trying to look for it up in the trees. I'm not seeing it, but can't be too far away. Over on the back here we've got steps. We are on a slight hillside in South Palm Desert, so they've built it up with rocks here, created a plateau in this area. If you can see where the fence ends right there past that tree stump, that fence connects with this property. The fence has been removed that goes along the property edge there and then connects over there where the one section of wall ends. Here, I believe it might be the neighbors, it might be the owners of this property, but it looks like a mutual effort to tear down some ficus trees and stuff. And what that does too is it opens up the view across the valley. Those are the little San Bernardino mountains that separate us from Joshua Tree and 29 Palms Morongo from that part of the higher desert. Okay, and these here had grown tall enough. I would have rather just shrunk them down, but maybe they were distorting the fence line too. As you can see, it would come right to the edge of, I think it comes where this little short wall is, but then I see that fence back there. That's a wrought iron type fence with a gate. Maybe it goes from the edge of that wood over there, but that seems to angle a little funny. We'll have to find out. I don't know. It is quite possible. You see how you have this access point behind this gate, and we have a separation of the two fences there. In this neighborhood, I've come across other homes that have a access for Southern California Edison and these days it'd be AT&T telephone, okay, to the power lines and the phone lines that are on there. So it's possible that that is not your property. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to say possible anymore. As I'm talking it through, I believe this. On the other side of that fence, I believe it is highly probable that that is an easement for Edison that runs along the back of the properties and between the properties. And we'd have to find out if there's an easement that stretches right along this fence line for Edison to be able to access their lines between the properties too. It's highly likely, okay, in my mind, looking at how this is. Hey, there are a few more trees here, so maybe they're planning to put some of these back when they rebuild the fence. Anyways, moving on, okay? Here we have a nice sitting area. This is in the backyard. Remember, we're in that kind of raw area of the backyard where it's just kept more hard sand. Okay, you've got trees, you know, set up. I forget what type of bush this is. Is that a manzanita? I don't recall. They've encircled it with some rocks down at the bottom to kind of create its own little identity and area. These types of bushes here are oleander, okay? So they are very hardy, require very little water to survive. We've got a few art pieces around here. See if I can back up to get all of that in. Okay. I see this type of art sometimes on like El Paseo, the Living Desert. I've seen them around in Palm Springs set up. Some of the street vendors out at the College of Desert Street Fair and such sell these. This is where you have the opportunity. If you want to build a tanning shelf out here, you get great views over the top of your home, especially if you were to like build it up. So instead of stepping down into this dirt area, if you were stepping up a foot or two, you would get even more of that view and be looking over the rooftop. Very easily be able to do that back here. Or you could put in a horseshoe pit or a putting green or something like that. You know, what do you need? You got grandkids and you need to have swing sets, or do you have an adult playground and you want to have adult appropriate games, you know, and activities that can be done, because you've got a lot of land back here. I mean, there's quite a bit that can be done. Here we're looking at the side where we looked out of the master bedroom window and it was a little raw. If you'll remember, I mentioned the lantana there. And the space that you have, it's more than 25, 30. Over there we have an air conditioner. Okay, it looks like a newer air conditioner. I won't swear it's brand new, and we'll inspect it later. But it does look newer on that there. Here we've got some fake rocks so you can cover up your sprinkler controls. A well-grown-in tree that could probably be trimmed back a little bit. And others here. You do end up with these types of older homes. You have the power, cable, and phone lines that come in off the telephone lines. Okay, and we do have some lines affecting the back of the house view. Not really where your attention is going to be all the time. If you're using the backyard, you're probably looking this direction and you're going to set things up for that. But, you know, the pool equipment here. This is not ancient. I know it looks a little faded and stuff, but that's because it's out here where it's getting the sunlight on it. I bet this is within the last 10 years, maybe the last 5. Is there a date on that one there? Well, 2009. I can see a date on that there. I don't think you can pick that up. So 2009 is 9 years ago. Okay, that pool equipment's 9 years old. Pool equipment will last, 20 years or more if it's treated right. But, we've seen most of the house now. At this point here, I would hope you have a pretty good idea. I'm going to drop a floor plan on it. Where to finish? This is probably a good spot. Remember the kitchen, remember the master bedroom, remember the other master bedroom, the guest room, the living room, the dining room, right through there. We do have a carport. We don't have a garage, but it could be enclosed also if that's what you prefer to do. And that great views off the front room and great views off the back. Overall, I'd have to put this one in the plus column, and we should probably have a bigger discussion about whether or not it works for you. This is Eric Meeks. I really appreciate your time. I hope to talk to you soon. Have a good day.